Oh, you on there? All right, I have. Damn, I ain't like that field goal, Chief.
Great color coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched. We ain't go together. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my
H2 on there.
This is the
H2
NFL
be busting them balls on
here in the
Xbox
Pacific
ass.
Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building.
Oh, shit.
They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Mike, 190. Mike, 5-4. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's go, 12. Sweat.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On second down, here's Penny. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4.
The evolution of Clay Matthews as a player, it's just one that they're going to end up writing books about. He didn't even start until his senior year at USC. He didn't start in high school. And now he's at all-pro level in the NFL. How about the play he just made there?
He has certainly made a name for himself. William Clay Matthews III. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down. He may try and run for this. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Now he's flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. To throw again on second down. Wilson being chased out left. Able to get this to Gordon. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 38-yard line.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Throwing again on second down. Wilson, and he's got his tight end. This is Luke Wilson. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. It's Clay Matthews with a pick. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception throw.
And that last one, that hurts. Now it's Gurley. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 27, Goff. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. Goff now looks to throw. And that's complete to Cooks. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Goff. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On first down, it's gone. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second down and goal. Goff to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. But now it's 3rd and goal. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. 3rd and goal.
Hold on. Check. Hey, I-7.
Out of the gun. Goff. Escaping the pressure right. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real
You know
happy
what to
because
do
there
with
won't be
that,
a
my
sack on this
friend.
play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
You got that one there.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
The end result, 21 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football, but sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
We go this way. That way. No, you didn't. Let's go here. No.
So that'll back him up 5.
Let's go.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They go play action now. Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
We got this. Hey, alert.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Aaron Donald just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson under pressure again, and down he goes again. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
Well, no takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo.
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Clay Matthews. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
Yes, sir. 60-yard field goal.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
And that right there is something we've seen, I don't know, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw is gone. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it draws. Goff gives to Gurley. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. On 2nd and 11 now. Goff nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Goff. And that will be incomplete. Quandre Diggs there defensively.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Returnable for Lockett. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. He hits his running back, close ice. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Sets up 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. JoJo Natson back deep for the Rams. The punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now Natson. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. A run with Gurley there on first down. Going to get about 4 yards. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real...
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Marshawn Lynch, 45 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
They might not be up like far now, like 6 years and not playing.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. First down run there for Gurley, but nothing opening up as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
How many games the Patriots winning this year?
On the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Y'all was horrible last year, and y'all had Brady.
We won 12 games.
I know, but I'm saying like quarterback wise.
Our D is mean. Mean. Our D is A1. And you saw we drafted nothing but
they'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Now, a little suspect.
That's what I'm talking about.
You know what I'm saying? But once everybody starts yelling,
They are going for it. Goff. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right, you look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Say thank you.
kill. 12.
Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Rams are going offense here with the 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
No.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Johnny Hecker now. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Talking shit, Slab, talking about he can beat you.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 3 quarters is in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson flushed out right. Got Gordon open, completes it. He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards there, a first down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now Wilson under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Play action. Now Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, push their backs clearly against the wall.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Wilson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They go play action with Wilson. Gets it to Gordon. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but throw the football, swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Penny running right, and only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Oh, push back.
There we go.
Hawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
And partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Let's get off the field, D. Go. I need one over here.
Throwing now is Wilson. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. Now it's gone. Sliding out of the pocket. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Kendricks in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Goff now to throw. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down. On fourth down, Goff. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
I see what he's
I remember growing up playing basketball. My coaches always talked about communicating on defense, making sure you talk on defense, know where your screens are, know where the cuts are coming from, who has who. Well, guess what? It's the same thing in football. Even though there's more noise out there, you can hear all the screams of screen, screen. This defense, the bench, everyone let them know what the play was, and that's why they're able to react and knock the ball away.
Steps away to his left. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
I was on HP. I was with their support service for like 2 hours this week. My laptop. So
You gotta hold the PlayStation button in for a couple seconds. And then go to output. I'm going to say all. You see where it say sound and device? You want everything to come through your earphones, right? Put it on all.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
yeah, that thing smooth.
No, it's the same exact one.
Oh yeah, hold up. This ain't the one you this the touch screen, yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm getting me a new computer.
So Rick.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
No fucking Wi-Fi joints will come up. But when I took it back to Micro Center and I'm trying to explain
Wilson in the offense, not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th.
They're
going on 4th down. It's Wilson escaping the pressure right. On the run, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So, only thing it could be was, it wasn't reading, something was,
one last throw here for goal. Now in desperation, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Trey Flowers picks it.
He's trying to give it all.
So the victory here for Seattle, and you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.
Big numbers, 100 in a bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad being pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, that make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like them keep us.
Yeah, I see you, Sled. That shit is cheating right there. But did you ever try like taking the tight ends out and putting the tight end as wide receiver and putting O linemen as tight ends?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Ready to get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And we are underway from the Superdome.
Let's go, let's go! Ready? We're waiting. What we got? What we got? What we got? 20 seconds.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On second and 11 now. Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Toss play, Kamara. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. On second and 15 now. Breeze. This is a catch by Ted Ginn. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
It's a gain of 9 yards, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is 50. Check Mike 50.
From the gun, it's Breeze. The quick slant caught. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the...
Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas there to make the grab. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. What's good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 20. Throwing is Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. To throw is Wilson. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the former Notre Damer, this is C.J. Procise. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
47's the mic. Watch the out. Watch the out. 4 down. 4 down. Mike's 47. Let's go, D. 47's the mic.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Under the category of obvious, you hate giving up a 1st down on 3rd and long. And somehow, he finds his way downfield and picks it up.
Yeah, if you look at the coverage defensively, oh, this is great, but no one accounted for him at the quarterback spot.
At some point, you actually have to tackle him and get him on the ground short of the 1st down marker.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
He's not going to get me. Check. He's checking crap. Gun. Make it moving. You let go.
From the pistol, they run with Lynch. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They got a nice little drive brewing right here.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Lynch. Tackle made there by Kiko Alonso.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. These babies cry all the way back home.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson underneath to his tight end, Wilson. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 16.
It's a 1st down, Seattle.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Check safety, check safety. 14.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. On second and goal, Wilson, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 7-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Let's go. Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive tunnel.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Breeze. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Let's go. Ready? You ready?
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Breeze. Looking here for Smith, and that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Traquan Smith, 68 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Here's Wilson to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's Wilson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on fourth.
I'll go special. I'll go special.
56 is the mic.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson, eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. DeMario Davis, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. That's to his running back, it's Alvin Kamara. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Kill.
To throw again on 2nd down. Breeze again has it complete. And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Check, 47.
Check 50.
Switch.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard after the 36.
Check. Lucky.
36-yard line. 4 down. 12.
On 2nd and 9. Wilson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now it's Wilson. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
Now here's Michael Dixon. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Harris to return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Breeze. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Check 13. Check 13. Hey, easy.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. The tackle made by K.J. Wright. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Hey, 50's the mic, 50's the mic. 3 buzz, 3. Sammy. You got tape.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off near the 34. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Wilson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. C.J. Procise was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run with Procise. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And that is going to be incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48.
Check, crunch.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
21. Check. Here we go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And that is incomplete.
Breeze pass. Intended for Taysom Hill. Incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Target.
Now Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. Throwing again on second down. Wilson. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here. Now Wilson. And the pressure gets to him again. Cameron Jordan able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
56 to Mike, boy, 56. Check 56.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Okay, it was fourth down, but you still had time here in the fourth quarter. Instead, they make the decision to go for it in their own side of the field, and this ball winds up getting intercepted.
On the ground, Kamara. And able to work his way down to the 16. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to bring up a third down. To throw, it's Breeze. And that will be incomplete. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Wilson. They set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. All right, T, let's try. All right, T. 56 to Mike. 56, good job right there. Switch. 6. Mike, 56, right there, 56.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. He's going to let it, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number, like when the coaches tell us, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play.
Kill. Tight dog. Two-jet bomber. You're good. I-4, ready.
Back to throw, Breeze. He'll air it out deep for touch. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. One last shot for Wilson. Now he'll escape to his left. And he's got room. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
Finally won one. Finally. You shouldn't have won that one.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaughan. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.
That'll never happen again.
You don't know them niggas plays, bro. That's what it is.
Nah, hell, they ain't got nothing to do with that.
Yeah, boy.
I went for it on that 4th down, and you was right there, kicked the field goal, the shit. Yeah. I was fucking around. They ain't got nothing to do with the plays.
Yeah, I should have scored. I should have scored when I was down there twice.
Shut down. Ain't nothing different.
Gotta get Kamara some more runs. That's all.
Man, let's run it back.
Because Breeze was going to split.
Jazz bus.
Yeah, niggas ain't trying to do no 2K like that. Fuck is everybody at? You ain't trying to play them boys.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the car in the ATM in the center. Flex mode, this is Southwest. I ain't got shit to sell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your door and I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sons, I'ma praise those. Never say no name though. Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Hey, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Hey, 280. Mike 54. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Check 50, check 50. Further. Nice.
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Wilson. Trying to lay one up deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
That's trash.
From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete. It's Gordon. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. He's got Lockett. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player? No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Throwing is Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 68 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. To throw is Brees. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Brees. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The first carry now, this is Alvin Kamara. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. Here's Brees to throw. He'll let it fly in the direction of... Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Being chased out left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Forced out to Wilson, hit, it's loose, it's out, fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they get the football, they'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, it's Brees. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well.
Running back. You ain't no good, dog.
I got creative to practice.
Gotta get a good one now.
That's what I'm saying.
Like a good gaming joint.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Should order one.
Order it,
And wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
What? 280? I don't think you got it, son.
A second down carry for Procise. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7. Saints nothing.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So as they take it over, we step aside. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
12. Check 31. Check 31. Zebra. 27.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Check hot.
Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
25, 56. Clap. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Tonight.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. That's caught. It's Thomas. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Breeze now toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. The kick by Lutz is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. Here's Procise, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes to play in his first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
They go play action now. Wilson. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. On 3rd down, Procise. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Breeze now on 1st down. He's got Smith here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. Shotgun now for Breeze.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Breeze is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one.
Here we go. Here we go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And Lutz's kick is good. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A gain there of 21 yards. On 1st down, Breeze. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Breeze now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the 1st half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Kill.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. They'll buy some time right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
And this one complete to Smith. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Rashad Penny. Room here to run. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Rashad Penny, 69 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now?
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Michael Kendricks picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is Pinyard trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thomas, the intended target.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Turnover that just got them the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, then?
No, I don't, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains, wear down the clock, and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And some room to maneuver. And all the way down to the 35. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 35-yard line.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
On 2nd down, Lynch. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd down. Play action. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem, scrambling for 22 to first. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run with Lynch, and they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. Lynch, the lone man in the backfield now on 2nd and goal.
Hey, alert! 54. Mike, 54. 14. Guys, out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. 54's Mike.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Out to his left. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Complete. Smith has it. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Bree's going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Breeze. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Here's Breeze. Now a desperation. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts. Very little reason to use it at this point.
You ain't getting in there, though.
It's Wilson. That's complete. It's Gordon.
Hey, that's what my team do. You get close to that end zone, it's field goal time.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
This whole game.
That was it.
That fucked me over.
Wilson going to throw. Buying time to his left.
They act like Boyle don't fumble no more and shit. Look at this shit.
Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college, but I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
Fuck out of here. What's that? That's a fumble. Come on, man.
Sacked back at the 31. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, and he's going to go down again. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
54. There. I got you. Whip. Go 14. Watch the whip.
From the shotgun, Wilson rolling to his left. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
Man, get the fuck out of here.
Picked up, and I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards. Play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
So the victory here for Seattle. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half adjustment. Whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.
Come on.
I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and ain't my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. You better call back up. Running it down the finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Better kill it and did it again. I'm ready.
Oh yeah, it's getting close to my double rep. I need that all day tomorrow. Y'all in the rep.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks.
They've done that shit all the time, man.
Ready to get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And we are underway from the Superdome.
Sleep like a motherfucker. Let's go. Yeah, it's time to air you out now, boy.
Ready, 95, 56, 95,
You don't play
56.
yourself.
I'm coming. Wake up, tonight.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara.
Never can get juke time. He just always fucking tackling.
It's second down.
Oh, come on.
And we see another pitching catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw again on second down. Breeze. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's third down. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now Breeze. The open man is Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. The throw from Breeze into the hands of Smith. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good-headed scheme going.
They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze escaping the pressure right. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Breeze to throw for it on 4th. And he finds Cook. And he's taken down inside the 30. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Breeze. It's caught, Smith. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 14.
95-56, 95-56.
Here's Kamara off the draw. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's go. 36.
On 2nd down and 4. Breeze on the check down. He finds Kamara. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch the run. This time, baby. That's baby shot.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd down and 12.
Super team.
And on second down, here's Penny. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. On the run, it's Penny. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first. Penny, the first down carry. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now it's Penny. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Alex Anzalone able to get in there and drop him behind the line. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
4th down. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Saints will have the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Die. You making G another one?
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw, it's Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
It's a gain of 4.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
At their own 34-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. On 3rd down, Penny. And an alley to run. Past the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Flush to his right. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Josh Gordon in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
and have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now Wilson.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. On the return, Harris. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's got this down to the 35. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That good for 22 and a 1st down. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Breeze to throw. Now Breeze lost the football. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Shit.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down.
Boom.
Looking to throw on second down. Wilson flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to second and 4. From the 36, Breeze, and he slings one that's incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target, and that'll make it third down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Ready. Max 50, Max 50. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that.
Now on second and 13. Breeze. Looking for Gann, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Throw across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kiko Alonso. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up first and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Do that.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now first and 10 at their own 44. Penny, and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Call it a loss of 6 on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. The Seahawks on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Wilson, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
On first down, Procise. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. On second and 15 now. Wilson.
Take the block off.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. And the Seahawks on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Play action. It's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
47 right, 47 right, Mike 47. I don't even know why this is. Hey, check Mike 47, Got to do better.
On 4th down, Wilson rolling to his right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kiko Alonso. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Breeze now. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And that's caught by Smith. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Breeze going to throw. Again has it complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing again on 2nd down. Breeze flushed it. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
53.
He'll look to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. Back to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. He'll look to throw. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the first down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56.
He's back to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert? And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
What? 56. Check 56. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Fight that.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And some space here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. One last shot for Wilson. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still... You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
That'll do it for us, for Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.
Garbage.
Maybe only you went to 100 yards passing. That's what I need. Then.
Nah. I'm busting their ass.
I'm not gonna give it too much of my game. This card, dude.